explain about the gateway. So message server, I will explain you tomorrow again. So since it's required some corrections we required in the operating system level, that I will perform it offline. Okay, let's start with the gateway work process here. So for the gateway work process here, we will use the SMGW. SMGW is the transaction code to monitor the gateway work process, gateway connections, all those things we can monitor it here. Gateway. So gateway work process is one of the security related work process here. What this gateway work process will do? So here, if any connection is coming to SAP, if any connection is coming to the SAP, the gateway work process, it will check whether this is a trusted IP, trusted connection, then only it will allow inside of the system. Same as like now we got the error, right? So it's not able to authenticate it here. So right, same as like database level, how it is restricting it unused, untrusted domain, untrusted connections, how it is not allowing. Same way, SAP level, the gateway work process will do the similar kind of work. Similar kind of work will be done by our SAP gateway work process here. So what this connection will do here? So here in the SMGW, if you log into the SMGW, connection here, right? If you go to the SMGW transaction code, here it will display the connections, the which user is connected from the external systems, right? From external systems. Suppose like, so with Windows 1, I connected with the basis user, I connected to the system here, then that connection is displayed here, means users connection here, Here, if you go to the logged on clients, so how many clients? These are the internal connections. Internal system will establish the connections here. What is the IP address here? When they have established the connection here, last request, which the connection is okay or not here, right? It will display the some connection information here. It will be displayed here. Right? So this is the gateway. So gateway work process, whenever you are connecting to the SAP system, so if it is the valid connection or mistrusted connection or not. If it is not the trusted connection, then what will happen? If it is not the trusted connection, what will happen? That connection will be rejected. Why? Because SAP, suppose if any person is coming to your home, he will jump from your gate, right? He will come from your gate, your home gate, in front of the gate. So then, so once the gate is open, means once this gateway is open, then he will come inside of the home. If the gateway is closed, he cannot come. When the gate will be opened, if you have the valid connection, then your gate will be opened here. If you have the valid connection, your gate will be opened, then you can allow the inside of the system, then you can do the activities here. So here the same kind of functionality. Suppose like in the apartment, when you are going to meet the any celebrities or anyone, in every apartment there is a watchman, means gateway security, right? Gateway security person here. He will stay inside of in front of the gate. So when you are coming inside of the meet one person, he will do the necessary checks, right? Necessary security checks and everything, he will perform it, right? Then if you are okay, you are the valid person to meet, you are valid person to go inside, then he will allow you to go inside, right? Same way in the outside, maybe many hackers without any IP, some other different IPs. So if you want to increase the security features of your SAP system, why? Because in SAP there are the number of users, finance users, HR users, they will store the financial data in the SAP system, right? If the hacker hacks the system, definitely that is a security breach, right? So then he will theft our financial data and everything here, right? So in this case, here gateway side, we can increase the more security features also here. Here gateway work process will perform the common gateway related things and everything, he will perform it here, right? In case sometimes what happens, as per the current connections, each application server will allow the only 2000 connections, the maximum only 2000 connections. If you want to increase, we can increase the limit also we can increase it. By default, it is allowed the 2000 connections only. So not the thousands of lakhs of connections only. It will allow the presently 2000 connections. So later we can increase it. Later we can increase the connections. Later we can increase the connections also. That also we can perform it here. So this type of activities will be, this type of controlling will be done by the gateway work process. Just it will validate the connection. It will record the changes. Whoever connecting to the system, all the connection entries will be recorded into in the gateway pool. In the gateway system, it will be recorded here. Here we can check the logs. There is a gateway trace file. If you go to the gateway trace file here, if you display it here, the clearly it will display in the log file, in the gateway log file, right? In the work process, how it is the log file. In the gateway also we have the log file, which connections are our gateway work process is rejecting, which connections are our gateway work process accepting the connection. It will clearly display the information here. It will clearly display the connection here. You can see. So one of the IP, it is unable to connect it here. It's failed to connect it here due to maybe some different reasons here. It is not the valid connection. It's not the valid connection here. So then it is failed. The socket is failed. It is connected. Some information, some security related informations, all the information will be recorded into in the gateway table. This is called the gateway table here. Here we can find out. So out of connections, out of 2000 connections, how many connections are currently you are using? Only one connection. So all the information like that, if you have n number of people related connections will be displayed here, right? So those information we can see it here. If any abnormal person, if any unknown connection is coming, immediately the gateway work process will reject that connection. How the gateway knows means, the gateway inbuilt the gateway work process knows. So if it is a valid IP, it will allow the connection. If it is not the valid IP is there, it won't reject the connections. So where are the gateway knows, in which configuration parameters, which gateway knows means, if you go to the expert functions, there is a external security here. So go to expert functions, external security, maintain the ACL files here. Maintain the ACL files here. Here by default, you can see P means permit. User is equal to star, which means all user, star means all users will be allowed here. If I maintain my user is equal to Ravi, only gateway will be allowed only Ravi user. When you are logging to the Windows system, you need to Ravi user. Only Ravi user is allowed here. So P means permit, D means deny. So deny, permit and deny, right? If you just here in the gateway side, there are the rules, gateway rules here. P space user star, which means, so user star means all users are allowed here. Any person, any user, any person from any laptop, TP is equal to your laptop address here. TP is equal to star, which means all. User is equal to all. Any laptop user, any device, any user can be allowed to log into our SAP system. You are not restricting anything here. You can see that is called the SecInfo. So here there are the gateway rules here, ACL files. Based upon this ACL files, your connection will be allowed. Sometimes I don't want to allow all the users here. I want to allow the particular users here. The particular users here. I want to allow the particular users. Then TP is equal to, TP means their laptop. TP means laptop, terminal. What is the terminal they are logging? Means client IP. Whether you are logging with some other unknown desktop, then suppose what happens, some organizations they will put the dedicated TPs here. They will dedicated laptops. Their laptops host name starts with sometimes like LG star, LG1, LG2, LG4, like that. So if you put the LG star, then what will happen? If you put the AB star, so the laptops, the host names, the laptop host names are starting with the AB star, AB1, AB2, AB3, anything after the AB, then that will be allowed. Now you want to only one user person. Suppose I want to only administrator user. Then I need to enter the administrator. I want to only Ravi. So then if you put the Ravi, then host name is star, then user host is star. If you put it out, what will happen? So now what will happen? So the user, who is the user? Ravi user. Ravi user, the TP is here AB star. Ravi user with the laptop AB star is only allowed to log into the our SAP system, not the other users here. Like that, we can increase the more security settings here. Now, what will happen after the saving the connection? So no one cannot log into the system. Only Ravi user can log into the SAP system here. Why? Because only dedicatedly I have given the my name instead of star, my name is given here. So I'm only person can log in. Why? Because this is not the case, right? This is a more security. Anyhow, we have the security mechanisms, authenticated factors are there in the organization definitely. So that's why we will keep the settings, default settings like this. So by default, operations will be performed by gateway work process. So we need to see as part of the day-to-day monitoring, we need to see whether connection limit, this is only we will see it here, whether the connection limit is over or is under the threshold. So okay, it's one maximum with the 2000, then we don't have any issues, then immediately we will, so immediately we can go for the next step here. Normally we won't face any issues in the gateway, but if we want to increase the more security features, so here is the place you need to increase the more security restrictions, we can put it out here. So then that is a very dangerous also. Sometimes if the user is the user laptop is not starting with the AB star, then those users also not allowed. Gateway will reject it here. So that's why we will keep the same settings only. No one touch that to security settings here. Some most dangerous settings. These all are most dangerous settings. All this parameters. So we won't touch this one. If we want to increase more, we can activate it. Otherwise, just keep it like this only. The standard one. System will perform the own operations and everything. System will take care of that part. Right? This is about the gateway. Gateway is like, so handling the external connections, managing the external connections to SAP inside of the connections here. Just it will manage it here. The remaining work will be done by the dialog work process. Then the user is doing the BTC, the background jobs, then background work process will take care of that one here. So gateway security. Okay, this is about the gateway work process overview. Smgw is the transaction code. Here we can check it out. Okay, any questions, anyone?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, Sai.
Sir, if we log into the currently one user log into the system, that's why we are seeing the one connection only, right, sir?
Yeah, external connections. That's right.
Yeah, if two users log into the system, here we can find the two connections, right?
Number of users connections we can find out.
Okay, sir. And one more doubt, sir. Logged in the clients means there we
logged
can find.
on, yeah, logged on clients means it's like system to system connection, system to system internal connections. Why? Because suppose if the Java is connecting to this system, your system is connecting to the another system. So that time logged on clients. So the client connections which is communicating, that will be registered here. Here we can see it.
Okay.
Suppose example, what will happen? Server business means it's not only one server, right? You have the one server, you have the one server, you have the one server, you have the one server. So this system will go and connect to the here. While how the connection is coming from, via gateway should allow here. Then only you will connect to the system. Then this connection details will be registered into the gateway side here. So then this system details, this system user, how you connected, all the details here. Then this system will connect to the here. And this system like this. So vice versa, the exchange, the data exchange will happen. So those details we can find out in the our systems, we can find out. That is called the logged on clients list, we can find out here.